Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will start the Payable Oracle Cloud Fusion Payables module. So in that we will learn how to enter the standard invoice, and then we will try to make the payment and how to run the create accounting for the same. So let's start with. So prior to that, the user need to have the payables rules to enter an invoice and access the payment configuration, right? So let's start how to how to enter the standard invoice. Go to the user and then click on payables. Or you can go to the navigator and then go to payables. And here also you will find the payable dashboard and the invoices and payments. So you can go through this navigation as well. So after that, go to task panel and click on create invoice. Here you need to select the business unit. Select. So I'm selecting the BMW US New. And then select the supplier. So automatically when we selecting the business unit, so mapped legal entity will be populated. And the supplier number, after selecting the supplier, it will show the supplier site. Put the supplier invoice number here. Then enter an amount. You can also select the currency over here, which currency you want to just select, and enter the amount, $100. Also, you can select from this drop down what type of invoice you want to enter. Is it standard prepayment, debit memo, credit memo, or retained release all? And the date, select the payment term already been selected for this particular supplier. Go to lines. Enter amount. And then go to distributions. You can either select the distribution set here or go to the distribution and enter the distribution line. That would be the charge account for your invoice. As you know, the accounting entry would be the charge account debited and liability account would be credited. That already been selected at the payable options, and procurement configuration that already been set up. Or at the supplier level also you can define this liability account. Here you need to enter the distribution line. Click on create and system will populate one line, and you need to enter the distribution account and then amount or the combination, accounting date. All these fields need to be entered, all the mandatory one. The star mark, as you know, all the star marked field would be the mandatory. Enter the amount, $100. The code combination, let me just scroll right it. You can select over here. The company I have, the company 100 as a code, company code, which is BMW Motors. And then select the charge account, whatever the charge account you want to. Suppose I'm taking the purchase account. So click on OK. Save and close. After this, you need to check all the details prior to validate the invoice. Like in EBS, we need to validate the invoice first. Similarly, here we have the different option here under this invoice actions. So first we need to validate the invoice. Now you can see this has been validated. This is the status of the invoice. And then we can just post the invoice directly to the ledger, or we can account in draft mode. So let's check with the draft mode. As you know, the draft mode is this would not be posted to GL, the accounting of this particular invoice. The accounting would not go to the GL. For that purpose, we need to select this option to post the accounting entry of this invoice to the GL. Let's just account it as a draft first, and we can review the accounting entry of invoice, and then we can post it to the ledger. Let it be completed. Okay. As you can see, accounting already been completed. So here we can view the accounting of this invoice. Click on view accounting. Yeah. So here it is. Here we can see the accounting of this invoice. The item expense account debited and the liability would be credited. All right. So this is a draft mode, and we can check the ledger details and the status is draft. Right. So click on done, and now we can post it to the GL. If you are satisfied, then post it to the GL. All right, it's been done now. Again, check the view accounting. Now the status is final. So that means in the draft mode, we can check the first, we can review, and after the finalization, we are satisfying. So that after that, we can just post it to the GL. So it's been posted to GL. Or either, okay. So this already been, if you have the approvals for this particular setup for this invoice, or your supplier and all, so you can approve these invoices, right? So we will discuss in the following classes. And if you want to pay this invoice manually, so we can select here, either select from here, or we can select from the dashboard, right? So either we can pay. So let me just start with the pay in full from here. So we can pay. I can show you the either ways. So you need to select the bank on this page. So what is the payment method already been selected at the setup at the supplier level? You need to select the payment process profile already defined for this particular bank. Well, let me just type over here PMW payment process profile. This is the first one. Okay. So these two are the mandatory one. First is bank account, and the another one is bank payment process profile. Or you can also assign or select the remit to account if you want to. Okay, document payment document numbering if you want to. So this already been assigned and defined to this account. So let it be selected, and then this is the number 4 document number. This is a payment document. This is nothing. This is a payment document number, or you can say payment number, and then you can need to submit. Like in ABS, also we can make the payment on the invoice workbench. Similarly, this is a way how we can make the payment on pay in full from the same work like in the invoice creation page. So as you can see, this is the payment number, and USJ has been created, right? Let's create another invoice, and we can check how to make the payment through by going in on the different navigation, or let me show you. Okay, so from here, go to dashboard first. Go to home. So under the payable rule, you are getting these three options. So from here on the payments, by going through this way, we can make the payment. Go to task panel on your right, and you can create payment from here as well, right? If you are clicking on this, so similarly, we need to select the business unit and then supplier, party site, and or the date, quick payment or manual or refund, whatever payment. So let's create another invoice, and by going this navigation, we can make the payment of that particular invoice. Go to home, click on invoice. These two are the paid, already paid, fully paid invoices. Let me create another one. Create invoice. Select the supplier, then amount 200. Sorry, this is the number. Put the invoice here, select the invoice type, and go to the line level, enter the line details, $200. Go to distribution, or you can enter the distribution combination here, right? And create, select the amount, and then select the distribution combination. Select the company code. And expense code, or click on OK. Save and close. All right. And then validate the invoice first. Validate it. And from here, we can post it directly to GL. We can also make the payment without accounting, right? Keep it in your mind. Complete it. Save and close. So this is the invoice number INV02. Let me just refresh this page. This is a dashboard of invoices. We can check the invoice status is how many prepaid invoices already been entered. Holds we can check, or recent how many invoices we have created within the 24 hours, right? So go to homes, click on payment. This is navigation that we were talking about. Now go to the task panel on your right and create a payment. Again, we need to enter the business unit and supplier detail. Okay. Select the bank account. Select the payment process profile. Payment document. Now go to the below bottom invoice to pay. So what we need to do here, after entering the header details like business unit, supplier detail, bank details, we need to select the invoices that need to be paid. So select option here, select and add. Okay. So here unpaid invoice for this supplier, we have only one single invoice. So let's select it and apply it. Okay. So this is how we can select the invoice, and we need to save it only. Okay. So this is how we can make the payment by going this way, right? Like in EBS, we have the invoice workbench. We can pay in full option on the invoice workbench page, or we have the different payment form where we can make the payment in manual payment or quick payment or refunds. So this is how we can complete these processes, right? So if you have any query for this, so you can comment on this video, and please subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.